Feeling a little bit fucking frisky today, dude. Here, fucking hang out there a second. Maybe help with the ground a little. Probably not much. Looking for handouts to fish? You want a handout? I'll give you a handout. Hold on a second. Yeah, get some mealworms. What's up, cheap seats? Yeah, he's got a big old fucking back on him. But yeah, he's looking good. He's been in a fairly good mood lately. Luckily. I did have to kind of child safety proof this thing. He kept having little attacks of being an asshole, and he would swim up and bash himself underneath. So I cut some airline vinyl tubing, a ½ inch I think it was, just put it up there, made it like a little bumper so he can't bash his fucking head on it. Kept him pretty blemish free so far. Yo, what's up, Brian? Oh, something spooked him. I don't think there's anything floating around over there for you to eat, buddy. It might be. Yeah, he gets moody. It's all part of the charm of having an Oscar. Yeah, the last time he started doing that, though, I didn't know what the fuck was up, so I started testing the water, and the pH was way off. He was uncomfortable as fuck, so I had to adjust it as much as I safely could that night. That calmed him down, and then I had to do a water change the following day. But yeah, he did not like that fucking high pH, man. It wasn't super high. It was like 7.6, but I keep it around 7, so it was a shift. And I just did the water change. The problem was it was coming out of the chat. Rocky, what's up, brother? Or it was coming out of the faucet at a higher pH than it had been for the last 5 years. So I didn't bother checking. And now I got to check every goddamn time I change the water. I got to adjust the pH in the tap water as well as dechlorinate it. It's like little fucking bathroom chemistry experiments. You want a pellet, dude? Let me see what you do for a pellet. Yeah, he's getting big, dude. He's close to 11 inches. I can't really measure him. I did have I got an aluminum straight edge, 3 foot, basically a yardstick. It's made of aluminum, and I put it across the top of the tank to try to get him up, swimming close to the surface, and then I can kind of eyeball it. But he kept jumping up and rattling it on top of the tank in the middle of the night because I left it up there. And like 3 o'clock in the morning, it scared my girlfriend. She's waking me up. She's like, "There's some weird fucking noise coming out of the fish tank." Like, what do you mean? And then I heard it. Well, if it is a fish prison, it's a very comfortable fish prison for this bastard. Yo, big homie, what's going on, bud? Yeah, it's still going, man. Can't complain. Are you going to sit over there and pout now that you had food? Probably. Look at these fucking plants. Have to get you more shrimp fish. Take that out for the moment too. So what's everybody up to tonight? It seemed pretty boring around YouTube, so I figured I'd just make the fish fucking dance and sing, which is wishful thinking. Sometimes get outsmarted by the fucker. That's a very humbling experience. Yeah, I was there for the aftermath of that, Rocky. Yeah, he's definitely out of his fucking mind. What's up, Scotty? I can't do that shit no more. I got pancreatitis. Fucking, that'll make me feel like I got something in there, like like an alien, trying to pop out my fucking stomach. But I had a buddy that used to go do the hot wing contests, and like, dude would win all the fucking time. I don't remember how many t-shirts and little plaques he got from different places he went, but he ended up wearing a fucking hole in his esophagus from all the capsaicin and shit. But yeah, he can't eat anything hot anymore. That really fucks him up. Yeah, that's an art form, big homie, to do it right. Yo, R&D, what's up, bud? Yeah, I'm doing okay, Scott. I can't complain. Hey, you gotta vent sometimes, bro. That's why I stay away from drama shit. I got more shit than I want to worry about in real life. I don't want to add YouTube bullshit to it. I mean, some people like that drama shit, man. I like getting stoned and looking at my fish tank. Much more enjoyable to me. God damn. Damn. Ugh, got a little greedy on that last one. Oh, now you're going to come back into frame? Alright. Good fish. Yep, spit it out. There's a whole shrimp body right there. There you go. Really? Ain't cool. Hi, Spirit. Happy New Year to you, too. How are you, sweetie? Oh. Yeah. Weather's kind of fucky. We got a little bit of snow yesterday. It was like 25, 27 degrees for a high. And today we got a light misty rain and like 37 for a high. It's probably going to be foggy pretty soon if it's not already. Yeah, he's been in pretty good mood, so he's been pretty colored up lately. I think his reflection scared him earlier, and he did bolt away from the front of the tank. But that happens sometimes. Sometimes he fights with his reflection, which I don't know. It doesn't get him very far. He does like to move this rock right here, and that's how it got kind of tipped over between that big flat one and that one. Is he pushed it? It was sitting on top of the flat one, and before that, it was sitting over here, about I don't know, an inch away from this round stone, and he pushed it right up against the glass. So I put it up there when I vacuumed and didn't move it, and then he moved it from the middle of the rock to the edge, and then the other night he pushed it over. Yeah, it's probably close to that here. I know it's like 37 outside because I just came back from the store and there's a light rain. But, I mean, I barely even have to warm up the car. It's not even cold enough to need to really even let it heat up for a minute or anything. I don't like when it gets warm like that because it's only going to get cold again. Sooner or later. Yep. I remember, hell, it was before my son was born, probably 20 years ago. We got a day toward the end of February that was like 60 degrees, and I was sweating my ass off. So I thought I would shave part of my beard, and I did, and then the next morning it went back down to 30 degrees, and I was freezing my ass off all fucking day. Hi, baby. Learned my lesson doing that. Mmm. Yeah, that would scare the shit out of me. I mean, I'm happy we're not getting like the amount of accumulation on the ground, but at least seeing snow fall out of the sky more than twice a year this year has been nice. I'm used to getting snow from November till fucking at least March. Yeah, but generally the summer that follows that no snow winter sucks. What's up, Dennis, sir? 3670. No, I haven't seen him in probably a week at least. Spirit. Yeah, luckily it warmed up here a little today. So at least we're not freezing. Well, some people might be, I mean, but it's almost 40. That's nice to me. Yeah, yeah. Canada cold is another level. Yeah, yeah, 50 doesn't sound bad. It'll just make the colder weather that comes behind it feel worse, though. Unless we don't get any, we get another freaky year where it stays warm. I've known a few people that got excited on a warm day in February or early March, and it was 50 for a day or two, so they they turned their outside water spigots back on and washed their truck, and then didn't go into the basement and turn them back off and let them drain out. You know, they didn't think it was going to get cold again. And then it got cold again. They had to replace a couple of pipes. Fucking. Yeah, oops. What's funny is the one buddy's brother told them, dude, if you're going to do that, make sure you turn that shit off and drain it out, because it might get cold again. And dude's like, yeah, yeah. He just kept washing his truck. Fuck that, man. That's why I always had a heat tape on any of those kind of spigots. Even if they're off, I leave the heat tape on it. I've had fucking pipes burst under the house in the wintertime. Fuck that. The only thing sucks being a big dude crawling around in a crawl space is when it's fucking wet and cold. And then having to replace pieces of pipe. It's not fun. Oh, look at him. He just grabbed the airline and pushed it into the corner. Something pissed him off. Yeah, yep. Yep, my dad used to do that too, BB. Oh, you gonna fucking harass me now over here? Or the sponge, the intake sponge? Yeah, frozen pipes suck. My buddy Pat went to fucking Florida for the winter, and he thought he had everything buttoned up and everything, and there was one spot he forgot to insulate, and unfortunately when it burst inside the house and flooded. Literally, it was one floor, it was one story ranch house on a slab. But yeah, it ruined all of his floors. It ruined the bottom half of all of his walls. It was about a foot, I don't know, 16 inches in some places deep when he got home from Florida. He opened the fucking door and water just rushed out, covered his feet. Where he used to have a lot of carpet, he had a wall-to-wall carpet everywhere except the kitchen and the bathrooms. We put hardwood and ceramic tile everywhere after he got the insurance money to remodel. Yeah, water damage is the fucking worst. It gets everywhere. It finds places to get. Oh yeah. Yeah, luckily Pat, my buddy Pat, whose house flooded, we definitely upgraded his aesthetic at his house when we redid everything. But it was a lot of fucking work, man. Yeah, I've seen it do that. I was tiling a house on a lake, and they had a crew from New York City in there doing carpet, and they had them do a couple of rooms in the upstairs. I wasn't ever in the upstairs because we were working in the finished basement doing two big bathrooms, and so they came and they did the upstairs first, and one of the workers plugged the toilet. And I walked out of the back room with some cuts to walk out to the backyard to cut them on the wet saw, and all over the whole, what would be the living room eventually, it had wainscoting on the ceiling, and it was dripping in between every joint, all over the floor, all all over the new pad they just put down. I luckily caught the guy before he left the driveway. And showed him. He fired his dude on the spot, but that was really nasty fucking water, man. They had to pay for new everything under that bathroom. Yeah, yep. And they're like, "Oh, you sure it wasn't one of your guys?" I'm like, "Look, dude, you got security cameras everywhere in this fucking house. Watch the footage. I never went upstairs. The guy working with me never went upstairs. There's a porta potty outside. You know, I'm not going in somebody's fucking house. I tend to follow the rules, you know. I don't do shit in someone's house I wouldn't want a contractor doing while I wasn't home. I've had fucking coworkers fired for that shit. Looking through people's medicine cabinets for pharmaceuticals. And there's a security camera. Dumb motherfuckers, man. But yep, it was literally raining in that house. It was brown. Oh, God. Yeah, it was gross. Another gross time is we were in Saratoga off the, I think it was exit 13N on the Northway. There was a place called Roosevelt Inn and Suites. They had rooms and they had a restaurant there. Well, we showed up to start working and they were pumping out the grease trap and old rancid fucking cooking oil and whatever was that. It's twice 10 times worse than a septic tank. It's so bad. And when we pulled in, the pipe wasn't hooked to the truck all the way, so we're pulling in. Luckily we didn't have to park anywhere near there, but we still had to catch a whiff of it when the wind blew. But the hose came off of the truck and it just let shit go everywhere. It was fucking nasty. Yeah, that was bad. That was probably the nastiest thing I've ever smelled. It's the kind of thing that, thinking about it, you can kind of still smell it. You know, the memory of it's still there. It is terrible. If I had to be around that for any length of time, I probably would have spirit. Just my brother who worked with me had a weak stomach. He was gagging, legitimately gagging. Like we had to get the fuck out of there. But yeah, that was bad. Trying to catch him being a dick. Now he's acting all nonchalant like he wasn't doing anything. He was just trying to fight with that air hose again. Uh, yeah, yeah, cesspools are nasty, man. I remember my buddy's grandpa telling me a story about when he was a kid, about 13 or 14. His father set him the task of digging a new hole for the outhouse. And he told him, you don't want to be any more than like 6 feet. You want to be further than, 6 feet away from the fucking, the old hole. Well, he's like, fuck that. I got to drag the outhouse over the new hole. He's like, I'm going to dig it, wherever the fuck I want. Well, he went like 4 feet away. And he dug the hole. And it was about as deep as he was tall. And he wanted to go about 6 feet. And Grandpa's about 5'7". But he wanted to go a little deeper so he wouldn't have to dig the hole. Well, he tried to go 7 feet, and then at some point it caved in, and all the old shit from the other hole went right up to his chest. He said his father laughed for a half an hour before he could fucking get himself together enough to pull him out of the fucking hole. Yeah, that wouldn't be good, BB. We've had to have our septic pumped, and the one guy that came, he said when he was a kid, they paid to have the company dig up the septic tank and find the lid and open it and pump it. Well, it was some old-fashioned type of fucking. It was a modified cesspool, basically. He said, and they covered it up with just a couple of pieces of tin. And well, he found the edge of the tin, but he had to uncover it before he could pick it up. So he dug around the edge, and he's starting to clear off the top, and he steps right in the middle, and it gives. It was all rusted out. And about the only thing that was holding it there was just the fact that the rust was solid all the way across. But yeah, he went in up to his fucking thigh in nasty ass septic tank. He said it was full, like it was full. Whatever leach field they cobbed into it blocked up or caved in at some point and wasn't draining at all. But I couldn't imagine that shit. I've fallen in nasty swamp water up to my fucking hip, but that's just rotten vegetation. You know, that's not human excrement. Ah, ugh. Yep. Yeah, that's why I told the septic pumper guy, like, I do not mind paying you what you charge at all. I won't pay the extra. I think it was $300 or $400 for them to dig the hole, though. I'll dig the fucking hole myself. Yeah, yeah, those are fucking nasty too, especially in the summer. But yeah, porta potties are. Well, yeah, you gotta suck it all out, replace it, and then like they hose out the inside and give it a little quick scrub down. But yeah, you still gotta get in there and do that. It's just, yeah. And then you think about the ones at the fair, all the fucking food people, consume there, what that does to their guts. I would charge double to pump the fucking fair porta potties. I forget whose wedding. I went to somebody's wedding and they paid for the porta potties were actually like a camper. It was like a bathroom. It had air conditioning, had a little generator with it. You walk up some stairs and it's a trailer. It was fucking nicest porta potty I've ever seen. I think it had like 2 or 3 urinals and 4 stalls in it. It was fucking badass. Air conditioned, electric, fucking sink had water. It was top of the line. I forget whose fucking wedding that was. But it was an August wedding and everybody was like, yo, thank you for getting those porta potties. Yeah, those were the first ones I never minded. I was like, dude, this is nice. Like, this is nicer than my fucking bathroom, for Christ's sake. But yeah, I've seen them before, but that was the only time I've ever gotten to use one of those. No, but you could have probably hired one. There was room. Holding a towel, got some little cologne samples. Wet wipes, a mint. Yeah, maybe in the ladies' room, Spirit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Most of the places I go, some topless dude in the bathroom offering you a mint or some aftershave is probably going to get beat the fuck up. Hey, there's Pegasus, you guys. Spirit was looking for you, Kelly. How are you, sweetie? I can't complain. Uh-oh, I think he's threatened by the cooler. Look how pale he is now. This water jug is intimidating him, I think. Want me to move it? Here, I'll move it. How's that? You better? You want the rock talking shit again? I wonder if he's gone a little bit nuts in there. You trying to threaten me, dude? Yeah, shaking his tail. Yeah, he probably is. I gotta get him something bigger. I can't, he doesn't seem to like too much decoration, so. He wants to move shit around. So if I put anything in there, it's got to be big enough that he can't move it, or positioned so he can't. But yeah, I think he might be looking for it now. You trying to get me through the glass, bud? There's glass there, dude. I should probably go live more often so he's more used to it. Yeah, he certainly acts like a tough guy. Yeah, but if I put my hand in there, he doesn't come anywhere near it. It's funny. He'll come over and see that I don't have anything. like he is now. Like he'll come look. He can see my fingers in there. But he's like, yeah, there's nothing there for me to eat. So, yeah. Smart enough to tell the difference between me and food. Just likes to act tough from inside, I guess. Kind of like my little dog talking shit through the fence to the big dog next door. Ugh. That sucks. Waiting sucks. Waiting on your feet sucks worse. Yeah, it does. I'd rather be on my feet and moving than just standing. And that sucks too, though. Moving all fucking day on your feet sucks. Well, I hope it's a pleasant surprise, Kelly. Yeah, yeah. It really sucks if you missed fucking lunch and you're waiting for dinner. Yeah, at least something recognizable. Yeah, that'll make you hate every other human being in sight, Kelly. It's like waiting to get in the bathroom knowing someone's in there. I'm a very impatient person. I fucking hate waiting. I hate traffic. I hate people that drive lower than the speed limit. Well, hopefully not that long, Kelly. I would go fucking batshit. That's how my luck runs too, Kelly. Oh yeah, I hate when I get that way. You definitely know you need something in your tank when you start to shake. The low blood sugar sucks. Yeah, I only know secondhand, but I agree, Kelly. I'm thinking I might have to, because this is all basically one big cave, with the exception of this little rock right there, that little cave that's under there. But the big Raphael cat, which is right under there, can swim from there to there and not have to come out from under the rocks. And I think he views the whole thing as his, because since I rebuilt it like this, these guys have stayed over here by the intake pumps. So I'm thinking I might have to make a divider somewhere between that one and these two, and then maybe between those two also. Or I could put this pot that I took out, this broken ceramic pot, I could put that back in there, probably over there, to give them somewhere else to hide. I would put it on top of this flat rock, but Pigpen would just fucking push it wherever he wanted it. But that'll probably piss him off for a good day if I get my hands in there for 20 minutes to rearrange that shit. Come over here to start being a dick. Try to stay in the bushes. Yo, what's up, Guns and Gears? We're stalking the fish. Trying to catch him being a dick. Trying to stay behind the plant so he doesn't realize we're trying to film him. I think he caught on though. Now he's just gonna dead eye us. Yeah, he's on to us. Son of a bitch. Yeah, BB makes me hungry when I watch her shorts. It's like, God damn it. Damn it. Yeah, hope so, BB. Hopefully it's something edible. Oh, hell yeah. I would bring her some of Allison's cooking. Mine is probably maybe half a step above what she's getting tonight. But Allie can cook. I used to fucking, cause she would make, like we have, I think it's a 3 gallon or 4 gallon stock pot. It's fucking big. And she would make that thing almost full of whatever the fuck she was cooking. Split pea soup, her sauce, whatever. I was bringing stuff to work. Chicken noodle soup. I brought everybody some split pea soup. I went and bought mason jars, quart mason jars, just so I could give this stuff away so we weren't throwing so much away. But fuck man, people loved me. I'm like, yo, I got this chili. It's made with brisket instead of ground beef, and it's cooked all fucking day, so I don't want to throw it away. I think you guys might like it. You want some? But yeah, split pea soup, chicken noodle, chili, beef stew. I brought sauce a couple different times for people. They've all wanted the recipe and then told me what they used it for, which a couple of them I never thought. Yeah, so does Allison. Oh my god. Some things growing up, Grandpa made better than Grandma, and biscuits and split pea soup were two of those things. Yeah, that's what. Well, I don't know. Allie says she. Uh, it's like her hobby, but I think she just likes feeding people. Because sometimes she gets pretty stressed if she fucks a new recipe up or forgets to add one of the ingredients at the right time or whatever. She gets really hard on herself, like motherfucker. But everything turns out awesome. Yeah, she does. She doesn't like. We'll use like jarred sauce for some recipes, but it's like if she wants to get it done real quick. But if it's something, all right, Kelly. But if it's like a holiday or something like that, she's not cutting corners. I mean, she might get pre-made biscuit dough, pop the biscuits in, but other than that, usually she'll get like a baguette and we'll have that instead of like a biscuit or something. But yeah, her sauce, it sucks because I fast all day until it's dinner time. Yeah, so does she. I mean, it always looks as good as it should to me, but if it doesn't look dead on, she's like, ugh. And I forget, she made enchiladas and she did a red sauce first. And she forgot something and she didn't realize it until after she rewatched the video she got the recipe from the day after she made them. And she's like, something's off, something's off. I'm like, I don't know, man, they're pretty fucking good. Then she realized she forgot the one thing. And she wouldn't let herself live it down. But she did green enchiladas, green sauce, the next time, and those were fucking phenomenal. I like the green better than the red. But she's gonna do the red again and not omit that one fucking thing she forgot to put in. I mean, they were still really fucking good. I mean, it's enchiladas, for Christ's sakes. What really pisses her off is when I take credit. I help as much as I can, but everyone knows I am not the goddamn cook. I'm the idiot that, browns the meat. I don't add anything, you know what I mean? I'm just the idiot that does what he's told and tries to do the the in front of the stove part as much as I can. But she definitely dictates everything. But I'm like, oh yeah, I cooked that. She's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, well, dude, I browned the chicken. I did this. I did that. And she's like, well, we cooked it. I'm like, well, yeah, you could say that too. But I just say it because it gets under her skin a little. Yeah. She intends to do that, but then she finds something else that sparks her interest, and she'll make that instead.
Shit.
I'll get that.
You sure?
Yep.
Thank you.
But the nice thing is, when she does go to try it, all she needs to get is whatever fresh ingredients and the protein that needs to go in it. We got a couple of good spots to get spices and shit like that. Pretty damn cheap. So she'll get a bunch of stuff that she needs for, the couple of different, like, say, Latin American food or Asian. She did a Korean beef bulgogi that was really fucking good. Yo, what's up, Jasper? I fucking love it when she makes that. Jesus Christ. Should learn to take it easy. Goddamn plant. Yeah, recently Allie's been into doing like homemade cream of soups to make recipes with it, and she found like a base that you can make. Eat either, you know, cream of chicken or cream of whatever. So she's been doing stuff with that, making different breads, focaccia. She loves making focaccia. I think that's her favorite one to make. And I fucking love it. Focaccia is awesome. But yeah, you can make like so many different kinds. Like she did a roasted garlic, and then she infused the olive oil that she used in the focaccia with the garlic, and then when she made all of her holes, she fucking just dumped it in there with the garlic, and then I forget what she put on there when it came out. Maybe some basil or something. It was fucking good. That didn't last long. Yeah. Blue Topaz says if you back out, well, if you give me a like and then you back out and then you go to your liked videos and click back on, it'll be like StreamYards. It'll be like a regular stream. I tried it on other streams. It works. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Blue caught on to something there. I'm glad she shared it with everybody. Yeah, good old Blue. I haven't seen her in a while. Hope she comes around sometime soon. Yeah, it took me a couple times, Jasper, but I figured it out. Yeah, you got to click back on from the liked videos list. Yeah, I think Alley Cat will probably have me put a bucket of water in this before we go to bed. It's a little bit loud. I've been trying to find some long pieces of bamboo like that. Um, I haven't come across any. If I could find a couple, I would probably put a couple more pots of it in there. Give them something to swim around anyway. Maybe one in the front, a little on this side of the brace, and then zip zip tie that one too so he can't tip it over. I would like some long enough just to plant in the dirt on the bottom, but I'm lucky to get ones that long where I gotta plant them in a pot. I mean, I could set up a bunch of smaller ones, the short ones I found inside of the filter, but I already got some plants in that, so I do kind of want to find a different planter to use. I think, well, I know I found a better one at the nursery. There you go, Jasper. Now that I've had time to use this one, I kind of rethought the design, and the I could have done it a little bit different, and it would have been better. But like I said, if I could get one of those other ones, I would make it an improvement. Yeah, I never knew that either, Jasper, until Blue said something. And I think she said she found it by accident. It's a very handy little fucking loophole. Yeah, Jasper Blue Topaz told us about it. Yeah. I mean, it would help if I maybe did something like, oh, that ain't gonna fucking work either. But like that, and then you'd have to look at the little spot where I can't reach with the scrubber. I gotta get with the razor blade. And then gravel. And we could do it here. Maybe get a side view of the... No, it focuses on the rock. I don't know. Just use my finger. Put a black glove on. You're looking at me like I got a mental disability, fish. He's like, you're talking to a fish, bro. You probably do. Right on, Kelly. As long as it ain't gonna keep you up all night. Oh, look at that. Pique your interest, huh, bud? Oh, now you don't want another pellet? No. You prick. I wonder how he would react to live crickets. I'm gonna try that soon. Small ones first. See if I can buy them singly at the pet store, like 5 or 6 of them. I don't want to waste a bunch of crickets if you don't eat them. But if you don't, get them small enough so the angelfish could still eat them too. Yeah, that's why I don't get involved in that shit, Jasper. I try to stay out of other people's bullshit because that's what it is at the end of the day. It's just bullshit. It's a bunch of grown-ass fucking people acting like they're still in high school over the internet. It's like, what the fuck, man? I don't know about most of y'all, but people talk shit to me like that in high school generally got beat the fuck up. You can't do that over the internet, so there's a vast difference. Hell yeah, baby, me too. Fuck, the only time I talk about that shit is to point out how ridiculous it is and to state that I try to stay the fuck away from it. I'd rather hang out with you guys and talk about fucking food and general, bullshit and watch this fish be an asshole. I wonder if I tape a dollar bill to the side of the tank for perspective, it would help parlay how big this motherfucker is. Or that aluminum ruler. It'd take a little more tape than a dollar bill. But I definitely want to get him something bigger, at least 5 feet by 2 feet. I could get another Oscar. Yeah, Jasper. It ends up sounding like a fucking junior high school cafeteria in the middle of lunch period, dude. It's just noise. Senseless fucking noise. That's why I like going over to Don's. It's just music and buffoonery and fun, you know? I've stopped in a couple times, bro, but I haven't interacted in there in a long fucking time. The circus in the side chat, generally if I say hi, it's just to say hi, dude. Just because I know a lot of people in there and I like those people. And if I stay away from the drama, I don't get to see certain sides of people that I would probably rather not. You know what I mean? So ignorance is bliss in my case. Yeah, it's nuts, bro. You get a panel full of motherfuckers all wanting to get their point across and not wanting anyone to get a fucking word in edgewise. It's ridiculous. More conflict is created and none are fucking squashed. You know? And if any are, it's generally temporary. I mean, I didn't hang out with people like that. In high school, I don't hang out with people like that now. I don't want to hang out with people like that when I'm on YouTube, you know? I don't give a fuck what anybody else is doing. It ain't affecting me. It ain't intruding into my life. I'm not letting it intrude into my fucking time on YouTube. Like my family is one of the most toxic group of bastards I've ever fucking met. And I have a good time when I'm around the ones that don't like me because I know they don't like me and I know why they don't fucking like me and I don't fucking like them and I have a more legitimate reason. You know? They don't like me because I point out that they're a fucking asshole. Yeah, you don't involve yourself, man. Then they can't be like, oh man, did you see what fucking this one said about that one? Yeah, and BB was agreeing with that one. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Like, I got a cousin who was getting pretty bad into opiate addiction, and I knew he was, doing a lot of fucking shit. Yeah, he's a cool dog, man. He's very quiet, doesn't shed, fucking perfect. Thanks for stopping in, Alan. Doesn't shit on the floor. Yeah, I'm gonna be splitting in a few minutes. But anyway, my cousin's aunt from his mom's side hits me up on Messenger and is like, "Oh, hey, I heard this about your cousin. Is it true?" I said, "Look, I heard this, this, and this. I know this, this, and this." I said, I see him regularly, so if anything was, yeah, Kelly, people call Oscars water puppies. Yeah. Oh, he's a mixed breed. But, and I told her what I knew, and I told her if I thought he was doing shit where he was going to end up dead, or in trouble, I would intervene myself, because, I mean, that's my cousin. I watched this kid grow up. But, she goes and tells him I said he's doing all this, that, and some other shit, and I'm like, he comes back to me, he's like, "Man, did you say that?" I'm like, "No, dude, this is what I did say," and I screenshot my conversation and sent it to him. And I'm like, "That's what I did say. Like, I have nothing to hide. I'm not a gossiper, bro. I told her what I know, and I told her that if I thought you were that bad, I would fucking, do an intervention myself." But, man, so I don't I don't talk to them. Like, nah, I don't know nothing. So now people hit me up, and I told her off, and I was friends with her and her boyfriend, more so her boyfriend. So it sucks because she blocked me on his Facebook and Messenger and shit too, so I can't talk to him anymore either. But yeah, I told her, "Look, man, don't take what I say and fucking twist it, like show him what I said. Don't tell him I said shit I didn't say for fucking one." Yeah, he's kind of unmistakable. He's moping a little bit now. I keep trying to catch him be a dick. He tries to wrestle with the airline hose that the bubble stones are on. He'll grab the fucking roots, the plants I try to keep out, but he pulls them in. Also, I try to keep the leaves out, but... Oh, showing a little tude, bud. Almost time to split. It's really the only time I don't mind driving. There's very little traffic. Yeah, me too, BB. And that was someone that I thought would be straight up because she was always the same way with me, you know what I mean? Was never embellishing shit. And I don't know. I mean, maybe she was hearing a lot of shit from people that don't even hang out with them. But like I was seeing them shit at least once a week, hanging out with them every other week. I mean, and I've gone through my issues with alcohol and pharmaceuticals and other drugs, and you know, I know the warning signs. He wasn't stealing from people. You know, he was supporting himself and his habits. And he seen he was getting to a point where he had to reevaluate, and he straightened out. But yeah, she just wanted to warp it and make it a better story than it actually was. Yeah, it's all back road pretty much, BB. At least halfway there. So a deer, maybe a fox or a coyote, a possum or a raccoon. But I don't drive fast on that road because it's not flat and it is not straight. And other people drive it right in the fucking middle. So if somebody's coming the other way, I want to be able to get, off into the ditch safely. Without too much, body damage. But it's nuts. It's the only place. I didn't get a ticket. The guy didn't give me a ticket. But it's the only place I've ever gotten a fucking pulled over for speeding. And I was only going like fucking, I don't know. I was legitimately 10 over, but that Subaru handled like it was on rails. So doing, 40 instead of 30 over the back road was a lot more fun. No. Oh boy. It's funny, usually if you see someone pulled over, the cops around here don't seem to mind general traffic infractions. Like if they catch you doing something blatant, they'll but they generally don't. Somebody could be getting stabbed on the other side of town, so they gotta try to pick and choose. But usually, if you see somebody pulled over, there's fucking 2 or 3 cop cars. Everybody's out. They're like starting to rip the seats out. I'm like, oh fuck. I'll cut up some shrimp when I get home and see if you'll start eating that again. Yeah, there's the thermos. There it is. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm trying to let the algae grow on the sides and the back so he can't see his reflection so good. But I don't know how well that's working. But yeah, if I could get him something at least 5 feet, another foot longer than this and 6 inches wider, at least the same depth. I could get him another Oscar. Give him a friend. He won't be so bored then. Of course, I would have to get him in it, get it established, get him in it, and then raise the new one up in the one I raised him in. Of course, I'll have to clean it out of all them plants, and then put it in this, and then when it gets almost that big, I could put it with him. So there's a little bit of a process, but they grow fast, so it won't take too fucking long. You sitting back there judging us, dude? Is that what you're doing? Well, we'll leave you alone, buddy. I got to split, guys. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out with us. I'll try to do this more often, just because. But sometimes people go live and I just go there. But I'll catch you all later, fuckers. Thanks for stopping in.